get that up. I put my nail tips on perfectly fine today, and then I couldn't get my phone in the holder. Hopefully there are some people on. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Why is that so? Give me a minute, I'm trying to edit, 'cause it did not tag her when it was supposed to. Alright. Give me one moment. I don't know if anybody's here, but if you're here, give me a moment. Please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Alright, I copied it. Now I can go back. Let's see. Nope, nobody. Okay, perfect. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Where is the why does it keep, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, sorry if anybody is here. I'm getting my life together, I promise. I'm on my way. Good morning, sugar. I'm trying to get my life together. Let me get my live up. Let me mute. Alright, eventually the chat will come back up, I guess. My laptop always loads incredibly slow. Alright, good morning. Hello, sugar. Good morning, 15 people watching. Please hit the like button. We're going to do some really fun stuff today. I'm very excited. I haven't had my nails done in a little while. I had like a little nasty comment on one of my videos about my natural nails. So if you one of them hating ass, where you just gotta talk about something in somebody's video for whatever reason, even though it's not your hands, please feel free to excuse yourself. I won't be mad at you. But hey, if you want to hit that like button on the way out, I would appreciate it. At some point, I do have a child that will be awake. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? At some point, I do have a child that will be waking up. So there will be like an intermediate type time when, you know, she'll be getting up and all that good stuff, that I might have to get up and walk away for a little bit. But hopefully that don't bother you too much. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be... Oh, wait. You know what I need to do? Hold on, guys. I am so sorry. I also need to make a list of who my moderators are, because I have absolutely no idea. So I know we got Sugar. Oh, shit. Hold on, guys. I know we got Sugar. I know we got Nana and. Okay, we'll just put that to the side real quick. And I'm just going to pop up a comment with my discount code. And I'm gonna pin it if it lets me. Oh, what the heck? What heck? Okay, Lisa, no problem. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, whatever you got going on over there, girl. You do that. And hopefully we'll see you back. Okay, so now that I have it pinned, that is my 15% off code for CreationsByBrii.com. I absolutely even want to give you... I'm never ready, you guys, okay? I'm sorry. I'm never prepared. I also want to give you... where is it? My link, because if she's having a better sale than my little 15% off code, you can still... Can I edit that? Can I edit this? No. Okay. So what I can do is... Okay. So... Oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. Life is hard sometimes. Okay, and then I can put the code as well. I got this, you guys. I got this. Totally know what I'm doing here. Boom. Okay, there we go, guys. So, basically, if she... That was my mouse. If she is having a bigger sale than my little 15% off code, you can use my link to go to the website, and I will still get credit, and I believe that I will still make some type of commission off of you using my link to go to the website and make a purchase. So if you want to support me on this journey with this small brand, you can do so. And still catch a good sale. You know what I mean? So just so you know, so today I'm going to be doing acrylic. I am going to be using some colors from CreationsByBrii. We have Sea Dream, Deep End, and Poolside. It's like a greenish yellow, an orange, and a yellow. And then I'm also going to be using the nude Matthew. Now, I don't know if this is still on the website. I know that she came out with a new Genesis collection. So this is one of the original Genesis collection nudes. But they're also available on her website. Go check them out. There's also some things on sale right now, I think. So yeah, definitely check that out. And then I will also be using these gel polishes. I'm going to use Lime, Boogers. I love the names of her gel polishes. Lime, Boogers, and Bury Me. All right. But the first thing that I got to do is I do my hubby's hair and I play mobile games. So I need to cut, hopefully without popping the nail tip off. But I need to cut. And I really liked having the shorter nails in a lipstick shape last time. I found that it helped me to scoop, cause he likes his braids to have like the stitching. And so I'm trying to learn that. And I realized like having them, especially the two shorter ones, since I'm pinching from this side and I'm pinching from that side, it really helped to have the lipstick nail shape on these two last time. So that's what we're going to do for the shorter ones, the ones that are going to stay short. And I gotta like kind of hold the tip because I don't want it to pop off. Okay. So I still want to have like a good amount of light. So I'm just going to be gentle, all right, as I'm cutting that off. And thank you guys so much for liking the live. I have 2 likes and 10 people watching. I appreciate you guys very much. I was going to be sitting here doing my nails anyway. So, you know, just appreciate you guys popping in and checking it out, seeing what we're doing. I hope everyone is safe and is having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Yeah, I have to think it's trash day. So it's Tuesday. And hallelujah for it being trash day. Because last week, somebody in the household put something that they shouldn't have on top of the trash can. And the trash people did not take it. So I was pretty ticked off because I only have one trash can and one recycling bin. We had multiple trash cans, but they're older, and like as they're cracking, I'm throwing them away, and I'm like, you know, eventually we'll just get a new one. But thankfully, that's today. So that will be taken care of, and I will not have to worry about that anymore. I like to sit out. I keep forgetting I have to be up here because of the chat. Sorry, guys. I keep forgetting. Well, I don't know what I was about to say, but I like to sit out in my backyard. And when it smells like caca, yeah, that makes me not want to sit out in my backyard. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy that this situation will be done today. I mean, not that it's a huge deal. Like, it's just food. It's mostly the food in the trash that stinks because I don't have a garbage disposal or anything like that. So, and we try not to feed the dog a lot of our food. One, because she's not my dog, and two, because we cook with a lot of seasonings, and a lot of the seasonings I use already have salt in them, and that's really not good for dogs. I know people will tell you, oh, my dog's ate rice and beans and you know, whatever, its whole life. Okay, that's fine. That's why your chihuahua looks like a freaking pill bug. You know what I mean? Your little chihuahua's like this big, like this little sausage, you know what I mean, of a dog, because you fed it rice and beans and chuletas the whole dog's life. So, you know, don't do that. Don't feed your dog rice and beans and pork chops unless that's absolutely all you got to feed your dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody that, you know what I mean, that has to feed. No, I'm not doing that at all. Never, 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 because I've been in that position. You know what I mean? I had no choice sometimes. So definitely not being a hater. I'm just saying, if you can avoid it, if you got the money, and if you're going to feed them people food, at least feed them, you know, people food that's like good for them, like meat, like regular meat. You don't need no seasoning, no sauces. Pan sear the meat if it's beef for a couple minutes, or boil the chicken. Pork is not really good for dogs because of the parasites that you get with it. I mean, any meat can have parasites. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to, but any meat can have parasites, but pork especially. It's just the nature of an animal that eats trash. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think that's a pretty good lipstick shape. And I did do my nail tips off camera, because if you guys have ever been to one of my lives, I'm horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible at putting on nail tips. Okay. I want to learn how to do the paper forms, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I want to learn how to do... Hi, Carly. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much to the 2 likes and the 6 people watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me this morning. These are the paper forms I'm talking about, but I'm ass with them. I'm absolute trash with them, so I don't really do them. All right, so the next thing that I got to do, I'm going to take my Melody Susie drill, and I'm absolutely going to change the sanding band. That was from doing my feet the other day. I don't do other people's nails, and if I do, it's like my niece. And even then, I sanitize. I have Barbicide that I use to clean my stuff. I ordered it off of Amazon. If you don't have Barbicide, and you do your nails or anybody else's, like even if it's just family, I highly suggest going on Amazon. You can get Barbicide right there, right on Amazon. You know what I mean? And it's good to have, just because you never know what you had under that nail, you know what I mean? And then you could have cut yourself and given yourself an infection and not even known where it came from. So definitely just clean your stuff, clean your tools, at least disinfect them. But please remember that if you are going to disinfect something, you're going to need to clean it, okay? So these, I throw them away. I do not reuse them once they've served their purpose. And then like the bits or the bits that you would use to remove your acrylic, and you will see me use one of them today, so I'll show you a little bit later, but I don't want to fidget too much. You need to scrub things that you're going to sanitize, okay? Sanitizing does not work if there's physical debris on whatever you are trying to sanitize, okay? So if you're trying to put a drill bit that you just took off your nail, you know what I mean, or whatever you're trying to sanitize, and it has any type of buildup or anything on it, and you go to put that in the sanitizer, the actual thing is not going to get sanitized because the sanitizer is not going to penetrate that debris, that physical crap that's stuck on either your drill bit or whatever it is that you're trying to clean, okay? So please just remember that sanitizing does not work without cleaning, all right? So I don't know if that is immediately obvious to some people. You know what I mean? It may not be. I know that because I come from a sanitation background. I did machine cleaning at a bakery factory, and then I worked at an animal shelter where I cleaned kennels. And the first things that those places will teach you is that you need to clean whatever the dirt on the surface is first before you put your sanitizer. So just in case you didn't know that, not trying to make anybody feel silly. Oh, I did also want to mention that before I put my nail tips on today, where is it? I did apply the Born Pretty 3-in-1 nail prep. And I did do 2 coats and then buffed of the pink fiberglass base coat from Madam Glam. My nails are tore up from the floor up right now, and I need to start protecting them like I know I'm supposed to instead of being lazy and just throwing the nails on. So just wanted you guys to know that. The nail tips, I got to start getting better about listing all of the things that I use. My lamp today is by Melody Susie, and as is the drill. The sanding bands probably just came from Amazon or Temu, if I'm being real, or like gifted to me, or came with one of the many drills that I have either received or used or gotten myself. So I'm just kind of like going in, making sure the nail tip is meeting the gel. Like, so this is a what I say it was a fiberglass base. So this is the fiberglass base. It is a gel. I needed a little bit of extra strength, and I just needed to do something to take a little bit better care of my nails. So I'm just going to go in now. And that fiberglass base, it allows me to be a little bit more reckless. Me, not you. Me as in Katie. Hi, not you. You don't do anything that you are not comfortable with or that you do not know is 100% safe. You hear me? You did not. I did not tell you to do anything. What was that? That was probably my cat jumping on the bulkhead. He's crazy. He's sick, so I've been letting him back outside because his time is on its way, and he was once an indoor-outdoor cat. But now he's sick, and I don't think he's gonna make it. But he's not like actively dying. I can just tell that he's just older. And he's not in any pain. All his tests are normal. But anyway, so he is an adventurer, okay? So I have decided, and I know a lot of people may not like that. I know cats are not supposed to be outside. I know what can happen to them. I understand that. But, hi, Barry. How are you? Good morning. My Simpson is a warrior, okay? He is a tiger inside of a little furry body, all right? Even the way that boy walks, like, he is the king. I have seen that cat jump out of the air and catch a crow. Don't worry, he did not eat the crow. I got it away from him. But, you know, so he is a man, like a kitty cat man, okay? And he's fixed. He's completely fixed. He's all good for everything that he needs to. So I have been letting him out. I don't let him out when it's trash day. I have him out right now, but like once it starts getting a little bit later, I'll call him in and feed him and keep him in for the day because those trash people are not watching out for him. And I don't let him out on nights where like the bar behind my house is busy because again, those drunk mother are not going to be looking out for my fluffy boy. You know what I mean? So I try to be at least a little conscious of, you know, the times that I let him out and, you know, how busy it is out there and stuff like that. But this has only been a couple weeks now that he's been doing that. So far, everything's good. So far, no neighbors have complained. Again, he's fixed. The first thing he does when he comes in the house is use the litter box. So I don't think that he goes outside. But we do have a really bad mouse problem as well. So that's another reason that I decided to let him back out. Because I'm like, listen, if you about to go, my dude, I got plenty of mice for you to hunt until it is that time. You know what I mean? So, you know, I am aware of, you know, all the things, the reasons that you should not let your cat out. I know, and I did weigh on all of those things before I made the decision, but my boy would not want to, unless, you know, it comes that he's in unbearable pain, you know what I mean? My boy would not want to die in some stuffy vet office, you know what I mean? He would not want that. So, he would want to be outside, and I know this. He's my baby. He's 8 years old. I've had him since he was probably a couple weeks old. I, believe it or not, actually found him and his brother in a cardboard box in an alley while I was on my way home from bringing my son to school. One of my good friends kept the brother because at the time I already had a cat, baby, who I don't know where she went. She just took off and never came back one day, but I don't think she was feeling well. So I think she might have taken off and gone somewhere to spend her remaining time. But I don't know. I don't really know. She just, that's a reason that I stopped letting my cats outside. Because she disappeared and never came back. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. I'm going to keep my babies inside where they're safe. But yeah. So I've been letting him do that. But yeah, I had given his brother to a good friend. Why is this up so high? Like, can I please know? Because it's time, like I said, I had a cat already. And I think at the time I got him, I already had my dog. My Harleeny Weenie. She passed back in December. Oh boy, was that a hard one. Y'all, you do not realize, I'm telling you, like, sometimes you really do not realize how much your animals mean to you. I don't know what's going on here with the lights all zoomed out. But yeah, sometimes you just don't realize how much, like, you know you love your animals. You know what I mean? But like sometimes you just do not notice how much of a part of your routine, of your day, you know what I mean? All those good things. Yeah, exactly. Each of my kitties is, you know what I mean? There's something there. But yeah, Simpson's basically like my furry son. So I've had him a long time, 8 years. And that's not old for cats. And I've lost 2 cats within the past couple years. A father and a son, both to urinary blockages. So it's crazy. Like, I don't know if it was like a genetic thing with them or what, but both of them got urinary blockages. We were able to save the son once. His name was Bumble. We were able to save him once, but unfortunately the blockage happened again a couple years later, and I said, you know what, I would love to, even if I had the money at the time, which I did not, I would have loved to save him, but I did not want, I didn't want him to get saved just to go through that again. You know what I mean? Like, he almost died once. They saved him. Hooray, you know, we got another 2 years out of him. A great 2 years. He was a very happy cat. But, you know, it happened again. It's like, do I want to be selfish and save him and, you know, risk this happening again? Because, like, even on the special food, he still got sick. Granted, it was 2 years later. But, you know, I decided, you know, I didn't have a choice. They charged us $800 for fluids, pain meds, and to put him to sleep. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I was like, you know what? He got a good 2 years. He got a good extra 2 years. I'm not going to push this. You know what I mean? I'm going to just let him go. So we did what we thought was best. You know, I kind of had to talk hubby into it. He was not ready to let him go. But, and I know it sounds bad that I say I was, but, you know, I worked in an animal... Oh no. I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's see if I can save this. Let's see if I can save this. Hold on, and we'll just be really careful. Maybe I can just shape it real quick before I put it back on. That way I don't have that problem again. Yeah, that's crazy, right? And what's crazy is the first vet, all she did was take a catheter, pluck the stone out. That's all she did. She sedated him. She vaccinated him. She neutered him. And she plucked, literally just took the catheter stick and pulled the stone out. That's all she did. That's all that had to be done. Isn't that horrible? And okay, I get, you know, vets, they spend all this money to go to, no, greedy ass mother, that's what it is. There's a lot of greedy ass people. Greedy ass people. But I mean, who am I to really, you know, make sure that's straight. Who am I to tell somebody that what they're doing is wrong? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we lost those two. And I promise I'm not crying. My throat has been killing me lately. I don't know what's going on in this house, but something has been, and I'm hoping it's not like mold somewhere, because oh my god, I will die. I'm literally, which it could be, I guess, right? Because I'm allergic to mold. Like I can't take certain antibiotics. Like I can't take penicillin or amoxicillin because they're mold based. Like they're cultured from mold, so I can't take them. Yeah, it was terrible. And those people pissed me off. They're like, yeah, we can work with that budget. Because so we had ended up getting pet insurance, emergency pet insurance. Okay, that's where the $800 came from. That's all we could get qualified for. And when we told them, they were like, yeah, that $800 would be enough for us to get him situated. And then it, girl, when I tell you I was ready to strangle this woman, like, how are you going to tell me that we had enough money to help him, and now you telling me that in order for you to help him, it'll be this amount of money? Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. I'm going to be very gentle this time, because I just tried to shape my sidewall, and I popped the other nail tip off, the pinky. So let's just try to be a little careful with the rest of them. I don't want this to be a hassle. The baby will be up any minute. She starts school soon, though. Hallelujah. I'm gonna miss her. But how, it's ridiculous. And it's really cool because I actually saw there's a vet out there that is trying to advocate for that type of thing. For emergency vet care to be more accessible to pet owners. And I think that that's so important because it's like one of the biggest things that good pet owners end up having to surrender their animals for to animal shelters or rescues is because they cannot afford some type of vet care. They cannot afford some type of emergency situation. Their cat has diabetes now and they can't afford the medicine. It is insane. It's like there's no help. You know, it's not like people where you have, you know, regular health insurance, and even the regular monthly health insurance that you can, you know, pet insurance that you can pay for is like, apparently that's a bullshit pain in the butt too. So I don't know. I've never tried to get that because it's not in the budget. And I think that sucks, you know, because so many of us do so much for our animals, and then like it comes to an emergency situation and it's like we're helpless. But yeah, so I got Thin in a box in an alley. And then I just kept him. All right, so what I'm going to do real quick before... Okay, so I had picked up the clear acrylic. I got it, guys. I got it. Before I do anything else, I'm going to add a thin... I do have that, like I said, I have that fiberglass gel on the bottom. But I'm going to put a thin layer of clear acrylic too, just so hopefully I run less risk of them popping off. This is the first time I've tried to do acrylic over a fiberglass base. So let's see. I just knew like my natural nail needed some help. They're horrible. They are divoted. They are dug into. I have not been paying attention when I've been using my e-file at all. At all. I used to be so careful. And I just have not been lately. And my nails are bearing the results of that. So we'll see how this goes today. I'm going to put a little bit more primer on top of... And this is like an interesting primer. Like, I don't really get this primer. This is from Born Pretty. I don't know what I think of the primer yet. I'm kind of heavy-handed, so like my nails just be coming off. It's not necessarily like the product or the application sometimes, I think. But I don't know. Maybe it is. All right, so I'm going to be using a size 12 Kolinsky brush. And I'm just going to wipe the brush down real quick because I have 50 million cats. And again, I don't do anybody else's nails. If I do, it's like a niece or something, or my mother-in-law. So, you know, it don't bother me. And believe it or not, I am going to be using Savvyland monomer because I need to use this stuff up. Okay. So that I can get rid of it. I have so much of it. And I'm just going to clean the brush off. All right, guys. Now, I am not a professional, okay? So, wait, let me just double check something. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do it for. Because I want to cut the tips off these nails, but I don't. I want to file the tips off of these nails. But, I don't want to... I don't want the nails to pop off. Bam. I did put a little bit too much on the pinky. I just want to add a little bit of strength to the nails. Real quick. I'm not really worried about staining the nail because I have the fiberglass base underneath. A lot of people do this because they don't want to stain their natural nails. I do it for a little bit of extra structure. Not like extra structure, but like, you know, for when I'm doing my nail art. Especially because I'm over here messing around with the fiberglass. Thank you so much to the 8 people watching and the 3 likes. I appreciate you guys just kind of hanging out with me this morning while I do my nails. Okay. Like I said, I did the lipstick shape if you are just coming in on the index and the thumb, because it helped me when I was braiding my husband's hair last time. Okay, so these are just about the same length, but where's the scissors? I think I'm just gonna cut it. It's just about the same length. It's just got a little extra. Okay. Okay, obviously not. I'm like over here, okay. Like I don't have an extra. Earliest you've ever seen alive on nails. Oh man, I have started the minute my man walked out that door at 4:30. If you go look back in my lives, there are some very, very early lives. It's just because like sometimes I need peace and quiet. You know what I mean? And the little one, she's not in school yet. And I was babysitting my niece pretty much every day. Like, not every day, 4 days a week. So, peace and quiet was hard to come by. So here is my idea for this nail and this nail. We're gonna do a tiny little ombre. And then on these 3, we're gonna do the green, yellow, the orange, and the yellow. And then we'll do orange and green, yellow here. No, orange and yellow. Okay, hold on. Orange. I want green here because I have less green fruit Fimos. So I want green here. Okay. Orange, green, yellow, yellow, orange, yellow. Orange, green, yellow, yellow, orange, yellow. Okay. Orange, green, yellow, yellow, orange, yellow. Okay, we got this. And what I'm going to do is, since I'm doing these 2 little ones first, let's do them. What did we say? We said orange, green, yellow, yellow, orange, and yellow. So let's start with the orange. I have ADHD real bad, you guys. So please bear with me. I swear I am not trying to be silly on purpose. Sometimes I'm just a little slow. All right, so we're going to go in with the orange first. I'm going to wet the nail real quick. Grab a very small bead. Place it like right here. And I'm going to pat that into place real quick. Wipe off my brush, wet it again, and then I am going, to move my way down the nail. Yes, well, I would call myself something different, but somebody told me that I shouldn't say that anymore, so I'm trying not to say it. I mean, I call myself something different quite on a regular basis. Okay. All right, hold on. I got to figure out what is, I think it's the lamp, but let's try again. I felt like it was like not focusing on my finger, but maybe it's just the angle that I'm looking at the phone. And please, if I'm off camera or something, let me know. Let me know. I didn't share my live out nowhere, except on Discord. I did not share my live nowhere. see a little bit right here. A little bit more. I've been trying to work on like not making the little shorties so thick. Because like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so I got to do my nails really, really thick. Like really, really, really thick. Not really, not like thicker girl thick. You know what I mean? But like thick. She thick. My nails got to be thick. Okay, so boom. There's the orange. And I'm going to do a little bit more, like a very... I don't know why I'm using the back of the brush. I'm going to do a little bit more right here. Just so I can kind of create a little bit more of a gradient. Okay. And I really like her acrylic because it gives you, like, it's strong, it's sturdy, but it gives you time to work with it. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a little while to set up, which is nice. I personally think it's very nice. All right, now, this is a lighter nude, but we're going to try and see what happens. And it's like a shimmery, a pretty shimmery nude. So... and this is from the original Genesis collection. She did just come out with a new set of nudes. And there is like the most beautiful, kind of like hot pink nude color. Don't ask me how hot pink and nude can be a thing. But whatever she did, whatever her thought process, it worked. Because that is a beautiful, beautiful hot pink in that collection. I made a little oopsie. Hold on, let's try to fix this side first. You see, I still had time to... excuse me, ma'am. But I still have time to go in. Smooth that out a little bit. I kind of screwed the pooch with that cuticle bead, but I always struggle with my cuticles. My cuticles is definitely something that I always struggle with. Okay. Boom. And I'm going to add a tiny little bit more of the shimmery pink here. And then I'm just blend that down again. I think that's super pretty. Super pretty. Who what? Who what? What did I miss? I was probably rambling. I just wanted to fix a mark that I made by adding too dry of a bead on that last one or something. How did that end up like a completely... hold on. I think I just screwed up my ombre. All right. There we go. All right. I saved it a little bit. I kind of screwed up, but whatever. That's fine. I'm not like a perfectionist when it comes to like my own nails. So that's okay. It's good. The name of the acrylics, it is CreationsByBrii. My discount code and my link are in the comments if you ever want to make a purchase and help your girl out. Hey, Violet. It is Violet, right? Please tell me I've been calling you the right name. Violet is in the chat. Hopefully Violet. I'm going to start calling you Hopefully Violet. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate it. Otherwise, I would have been talking to myself like this was a video. Okay. I'm just making this worse, so I'm going to leave it alone. I don't understand. I'm getting mad at myself. I'm telling you. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna mess with it no more. Okay, so there's the orange for the index finger, even though it's like super dookie thick. Did not mean for it to be. And thank you guys so much for the 5 likes and the 6 people watching. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome sauce. I know it is very early for a lot of us, but I still appreciate you being here and hanging out while I do my nails. Even though I don't like the way that one came out, but that is a-okay. I did not mean for it to be that thick because I wanted to put other stuff on it. But, okay. Sorry, I got quiet for a second. I was trying to focus so that I did not do the same thing that I did on this nail. End up with something like super dookie thick. I think I'm going to file that down a little bit though, because I do want to put stuff on the nail. So like, I don't know. Yeah, it cannot be that thick. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll just leave that one and paint it. I don't know. Or put some bling on it. Put some bling. And this was a very sheer nude that I chose for this as well. I just want to point that out. This one's going to be good. And I'm not great at acrylic ombres, but I really want to learn them because ombre and marble are like my 2 absolute favorite things to do. So if I'm going to be doing more acrylic, you know what I mean? I got to get better at those. But like the minute I learned acrylic, like in the beginning when I first learned, I practiced a lot. I don't really practice anymore. The baby was also, you know, a baby and was not like up walking around and asking for things 25 times a day, you know, or going through my shit. She was just cute and little and sometimes stunk. But anyway, as soon as I learned acrylic, one of the very next things I learned was marble and ombre. Yeah, I like this one a lot more. That's okay. I'll do something with that index finger. Okay. Boom. Sorry, guys. Okay. Got a little fuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy. Was a lint. It got onto my nail. And now it's stuck in my cuticle bed. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no. Okay, perfect. All right, so that one came out really nice. This one, I don't really like it. So I am going to try to like file it down a little bit real quick. So let me cover my acrylics. This is the channel of trial and error, you guys, okay? I'm not an expert. I did acrylic really regularly at one point. Like in the beginning, I did acrylic and I was learning and I was learning and I was learning. And then I was getting really good, I thought. But then I had like an allergic reaction. And when I had an allergic reaction, I had everything that I was wearing was from the same company. So I don't know what. I'm just trying to take off some of this extra because I do not like, one, the thickness, and two, the way that the ombre came out, like, at all. So I'll file it down because I do want to put stuff in the nails too, like. And it's like, I'm doing all this filing. Why did I feel the need to put that much acrylic? You know what I mean? All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Oh, yeah, you're going to get a lot of remixes on my channel. I make up song lyrics, like, not, like, to other songs. I don't, like, write my own music or anything. I used to. Once upon a time. Like, my own lyrics and stuff. Not, like, I don't know how to play no type of instrument. Okay, we're getting there. Hallelujah. Come on now. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not the cover for that. Well, that was a fail. Okay. Let's see what we got. Where's my little brushy brush? Oh, brushy brush. I used you to clean. Aha. Here you are. All right, let's see. I'm going to file a little bit more off this top. Yeah, right? I like to create like my own little remixes to songs. I'm keeping an eye out for my cat too because I want to grab him and bring him in before the trash trucks start coming along. You know, I want him to die a warrior, not roadkill. You know what I mean? Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I know, guys, I know. He needs to explore a little before he goes. That's his passion. He's one of those. And he doesn't go far because he's fixed. So it's not like he disappears anywhere. You know what I mean? He's not hunting tail. He's hunting mice. The mouse. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, so now you see what we were working with, why I ended up going ham. Let's see if I can just fix that a tiny bit. Let me dry this alcohol up. Okay. Let's see if we can just fix that, because I really like the way the yellow one looks. And we're not going to do no more filing until we're done. Okay. All right, so let's see. Oh, I put the wrong end of the brush in the freaking monomer. You guys, this is life for me. This is why I could never be a professional. Like, let's be real. Oh, let's be real. And there's like a hole here. No. Sorry. All right, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm leaving it just like that. Just like that. I'm not going to mess with it no more. Now, I'm trying to think. What I'm going to do is... This is going to be yellow, right? Okay, so let's do the yellow. Let's do the yellow. We'll take it one thing at a time. So we're going to do the yellow. But I kind of wanted to like kind of do like a... Let's see if we can get creative here with this nude. I don't want to do... I don't want to do... Use your words, Katie. I don't want to do just like straight up yellow. So what I'm thinking, right, is I want to like do... like a little bit of nude there. And like a little bit of yellow here. But I don't want to marble it. I just want to, you know what I mean? Grab a little bit more yellow. I want more yellow here. I don't want to marble it. I just want to let it do its thing. And then maybe put like a little bit more nude here. Maybe some over here. I guess I'm going to have to marble it, huh? Okay. So that didn't work out. Hold on, you guys. I just be trying shit sometimes, not even thinking about it, like what it's actually going to look like. Yeah. So we're just going to, before that, and that's a good thing about her acrylic too, I could just remove it. Remove it. I made an oopsie, guys. Ew, I'm making a mess too. Okay. Okay. So what I think we're going to do instead, I still want to kind of do that look, but okay, we got that all off already. All right, so let's do it this way. Okay. Let's start from the bottom. Sorry if I get quiet. I have to concentrate when I do acrylic. It's not one of those things I can goof around with too much. Oh. Hold on. Sorry, guys. That is my, if you fell back asleep after he went to work, wake up because your niece is about to get dropped off, alarm. Well, hey, listen, you know, half the shit that I figure out I can do is just by like trying it. You know what I mean? If it don't work, it don't work. Either figure out another way to do it or, you know, move on. Such is all things, you know what I mean, in life. Now, I know my acrylic application is not the best, okay? I know. I know, but that's okay because I'm not here claiming to be a professional. I am just Katie likes to do nails, you know? Nails is actually a relatively new thing for me. Okay, so maybe we will just do an ombre because I think I am liking that, like with the pink showing right there. So maybe we will just darken up the nail a little bit. And it's like her acrylic sets up fast, but like it don't. Like it don't move unless you move it. You know what I mean? So like you could keep the color there. It'll keep the color. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to run all over the place. But then if you got to come back in and like adjust something, you still have time. It's really cool. I love working with her acrylic. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more yellow. I just want it to be a little darker. I want it to be like yellow. I'm so sorry if you can hear me sniffling. Such is life, you guys. And I hate taking medication. I'm already on enough friggin' meds because my brain don't work. You know what I mean? I'm not about to put nothing else in my body. And trust me, if I didn't have to take the stuff that I take, I would not take nothing. I don't even take Tylenol. I don't take Tylenol. Nothing. I'll make jokes about like taking Tylenol if I got like a headache or something, but I won't actually take the Tylenol. I feel like the amount of substances that I have put in my body over my lifetime, my liver and my kidneys, I think that they deserve a break. I think I could deal with a headache. You know what I mean? Give that old girl a rest. And then you see I can still come in with a bead that's watery enough to fill in that space. But then it sets up fast. Like, I don't got to worry about it. It's just I put the bead down and I move on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to worry about it, like, running all over or nothing. It's just there waiting for further instructions. If you guys have not yet, please go check out my videos. I have a Shark Week series. It is not going to be done, obviously, since the Discovery Channel one is past. It's not going to be done in a week, but it will be seven designs by the time I'm done. I freaking hate hair. All right, I can just put something over that, whatever. Honestly, that's what I end up doing if like my cats, I got hair in the nails. I just put something over it. All right, so that's the yellow. I'm happy with that for now. Okay, next is the green. Actually, let me do a little ombre real quick first while I'm right here. See, that came out nice. I think I overthink it too much, and then I'd be putting like too much energy into like the small little mistakes that I don't see like the overall achievement of like what I did. I think that's a big problem of mine. Is that I'm so quick to point out, you know, the things that I did wrong. Which you should. You should be able to analyze, you know, your mistakes and in all things and make corrections, you know, to whatever it is that you're doing based off of those things that you learn, you know. But I feel like I do it sometimes to like a point of excess, to where like I do not be giving myself nearly, and I'm not just talking about nails, you know what I mean, like in all things, I'm talking about like in life. I don't be giving myself enough credit. So if you're one of those people, stop doing that. See, that one was almost good, except that side was a little lumpy. So now it's taking a little bit longer to get the ombre that I wanted in that spot, because the yellow was built up more underneath on that side. All right, that's good enough. Whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna do the green. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm gonna go in with the green. Okay, it's like a greenish yellow, but it's definitely green. It's like lime. I think this one's Sea Dream. It's such a pretty color. This one's really pretty. I don't think I had used it on a nail yet. The past couple weeks have been insane for me, between personal stuff and like the kids going back to school and me trying to manage all this YouTube stuff and figure out what I want to do, and not the baby's going back to school. I need to figure out a way to get my own income coming in, because right now we rely on his stuff, and like his stuff pays the bills, but like I need some play money. I need money to buy nail stuff. So that is of my highest priority to figure out. I do create logos. I do intro videos, outro videos. I will be offering editing. As well. And I'm thinking about making press-ons. But I don't know, because I already have a hard time mailing out shit. I got four giveaway packages I still got to mail out. One, because I'm horrible. Like, I had money to mail them out, but then I held on to the money because I knew we were going to need it again at some point, and I was right. So I'm glad that I had held on to the money. You know what I mean? But I suck at getting shit mailed out. That was the point of that. Okay, boom. There's the green. And I think that's like a nice bright green too. Like, I don't gotta add. Let's add like a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more, just to see if we can. Oh, Emma, you know what's a mess? That damn attitude. I don't know what time in the world it is wherever you are, but it is 7 o'clock in the morning here, honey, and that attitude is a hot mess. So you got to take that somewhere else. Take that somewhere else. Have a beautiful rest of your whatever in the world you got going on right now. But, bye. Adios, arrivederci, bon voyage. You picked the wrong channel, honey. I don't care if I got 5 viewers. If you're going to be obnoxious, you're going to go. I got kids. I don't need to deal with people's kids on the internet. You know what I mean? And one of my kids is 18 and one of them's on his way up there. So, you're going to have to bother your mama. You're not going to bother me. You're not gonna bother me. You better go bother your mama. Tell your mama come get you. Somebody come get her. She's making stupid comments on the internet. Somebody come get her. Her mama gonna whoop her ass. Let me tell you, if I found out my kid was talking like this on the internet to random people for absolutely no reason being embarrassing, I will whoop their ass. Yep. I don't believe in beating children. I don't believe in beating children. I don't believe in beating children. Okay? But kids got to know they can't be getting away with acting like animals. Because that's how you end up with adult animals. Okay? That's how you end up with adult animals. And that's how you end up with people that are doing all this crazy shit that you be hearing in the news lately. All right? Because we are not paying attention to our kids. We are not teaching our kids. We just letting them loose in the world without teaching them nothing. And then expecting them to know how to act. Not me. Oh, man. Sometimes you'll hear me raise my voice to my daughter when I'm on live. You'll probably hear it this morning because she should be up soon. But ain't no way you're going to be over here acting a fool while I'm doing something. Now, you can think about that whatever you want. You can think about that whatever you want. That's okay. You can raise your kids the way you want. My kids are perfectly fine. They are good. They are happy. They are smart. They are healthy. I don't know if I said healthy. I think I said happy. I don't think I said healthy the first time. But they're that too. Oh, that's a real nice ombre. Oh, that one's nice. You see how, like, it gives you time? Hey, Samaya. Good morning, sweetheart. Or good afternoon. Where in the world are you? And what time is it there? But you see how I can, like, literally just mold this to where I need it to be? Okay, that's enough before I keep messing with that. Because it's... Hold on. Sorry, I know that was a little off camera, but sometimes I need a better angle. Yeah, okay, we getting there. We getting there with the ombre. Okay, boom. And now we just got to do one more orange, and we will start getting into adding some of the fun stuff into the nails that I have. I will show you guys all the good things before we get started. Okay, let's see. I need the orange. And I be buffering sometimes, guys, okay? So, yes, it might take me a minute or two to figure out what I was about to say or what I was about to do, but I'll figure it out. And sometimes I just plain old forget. Just plain old forget. Let me check for my cat because, like I said, I want to make sure he's not out there when the trash trucks come. So, okay, hold on 1 minute. Hi, sexy boy. What you doing? You can go out later tonight. Okay? The bar is not open on Tuesday nights. Sunday nights and Monday nights for God knows what reason. But not Tuesday nights. Alright, I got the boy back in the house. I'm on my way back. And like my nail area is actually my dining room. So it looks out onto my backyard patio in my little townhouse. A row home. I don't know what you call this thing. Backyard. So like I can see when he comes and goes, and if I feel like it's you know, an appropriate time to bring him in, I could just go out there, scoop him up and bring him in. So that's another reason that I'm not too, like, I know there's going to be some people that say there's no excuse ever. Well, you know what? My boy's dying. Okay. He getting old. And, you know, I want him to just enjoy a little bit more of his life. Okay. So, you know, you'll be all right. I just wanted to add a little bit more orange here on this nail, and I'm going to blend it out with a little bit of monomer. It just wasn't bright enough for me. It wasn't orange enough for me compared to how this ring finger is about to look. Oh, what percentage am I on? Oh, I'm on 47%. I was like, I should probably see how soon I need to plug that in. I'm just going to tap that out a little bit. Fade that up a little bit. Okay, boom. Now it looks a little bit better. And I'm going to do the same thing with the yellow. I'm just going to add like a quick little touchy touch to the bottom here. Because I love that ombre, but I just wanted it to be a little more bright. Okay. So I'm just going to bring that up over the original ombre and boom. Blend down. Boom. And now they're just a little bit brighter. Okay. All right, cover up. Oh, let me get the hair out of there. Freaking cats. Freaking cats. Their hair is everywhere. Freaking cats. No, sir. You know what's crazy? I always knew that I was going to become the crazy cat lady. I always knew it. When I was little, I wanted cats so bad and I could never have them. I always wanted cats and I could never have them. And at one point, I remember when I lived with my dad, when I was little, I had to have been like 5 or 6. I think I was in like kindergarten or something. Or like 2nd or 3rd grade. I don't know. Something like that. Because I remember it was when we lived on Front Street. It was like a blue building. I remember exactly where it is. But my dad had gotten us a kitten. Okay? But it was like a feral kitten, dude. This kitten used to terrorize my... No, and I feel so silly saying that now. You know what I mean? But I was like 5 or 6. And, yeah. The kitten used to terrify me. The kitten used to chase me. Okay, I would get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, and the kitten would chase my feet. Okay. And, yeah, as a little girl, I was a little scared of the kitten. Of course, as an adult with 9 cats, I now feel very silly. Forever being scared of... I'm not even scared of feral kittens. Although, if you have no experience with them, you should be. Because those little fur balls will eat you. They will eat you. They will tear your ass up. Okay? Sorry, I was trying to concentrate. Do. And it's crazy too, because it's like, those are a mess. And it's like, no, the fuck they aren't. What are you talking about? Oh, pardon my French. Sorry, that's another thing I gotta work on. My mouth. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. Hey, Christina, how are you? Hello, good morning or good afternoon. Good evening. I think in the UK it is afternoon right now. No, it's like, yeah, it's like close to noon, I think. Because I think the UK is 5 hours ahead of me. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, though. You know what I mean? Okay. Stop. My pink It's always frustrating because it just does its own thing. Like, thank you for the 7 likes and the 8 people watching. Thank you. Thank you. Do 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 do. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my nails. Do 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 do. Anyway, whatever that was. So I was thinking of creating a second channel, but just for like mental health vlogs. What do y'all think about that? Just for like mental, because I know like, okay, my nail page is my, this is my channel, my nail channel. I could talk about whatever I want. But I was thinking, you know what I mean? Because I try to keep it brief when I do on the channel, because I don't want to overwhelm anyone, because I know a lot of people, it can be very overwhelming for them to talk about mental health and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed being here. So I was thinking about just starting, like, nothing crazy, like nothing that's, but just open up more about, mental health and addiction and how all that kind of plays a role together. Because if you're new here, I am 6 years clean of a lot of things. But, and that's not, just stating a fact. Because if you're new here, you might not know. You might have never heard me talk about it. But yeah, so 6 years, freaking amazing. Yes, pat myself on the back. But you just created a nail channel? Nice. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I can be a little bit more open, and I can be, really get into the things, that I want to talk about. Because, like, there's a lot of things. When my mom's mom, my grandma, was alive, one time I was at her house and a wrong number dialed and called. And it was a lady. And she was very upset. And I stayed up and I talked to her and, all the things. Now, this is not to say that I have never been a horrible person in my life, okay? Because there have been plenty of instances where I was not the best person. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us have those periods in our lives. We can call it the villain arc, you know what I mean? Where we kind of lose ourselves and we become an asshole sometimes, you know what I mean? And that life can freak with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So there was a time where I really didn't care about other people or, the consequences of my actions. You know what I mean? But then there's always been that part of me that wants to help people. You know what I mean? That wants to make a difference. And so, I had that conversation with that lady all night. I have no idea whatever happened to her. I hope that she was okay. Because my grandmother didn't have caller ID, okay? Even after that, my grandma was old school. She didn't have no caller ID. So I couldn't even have called this woman back if I had wanted to. But my grandmother said to me that day, you got to do something that helps people. She's like, you'd be good at that. She's like, you'd be good at helping people. Which to me at the time was a crazy thing to say because I couldn't even help myself. You know what I mean? That was still like, even when my son was a baby, that was still the time where I was still in and out, messing around, all this other stuff. So it's like, that was a weird thing for me to hear somebody say at that time, just because, I couldn't really do nothing for myself. Hey, Lolly. But I feel like me being me now and not giving a damn and talking about whatever I want to talk about, because I just don't care. Because it's like, I've already been there. I've already lived it. I already did those things. Like, what worse can be said? You know what I mean? Like, it's already done happened. But maybe I can help somebody. You know what I mean? Like, by talking about it. So, yeah, I was thinking about doing, like a little side channel. Just for that sort of thing. Because, you know, it helped me, you know, now that, you know, social media has really become like a thing, you know what I mean? Like where like, it's just, social media is everything right now, which is crazy. And if you've ever seen the movie Idiocracy, you know where we're headed with this, but okay. You know what I mean? Um, where did that piece of glitter come from? Because, like, I know you're not trying to mess up my ombre. You little marasaka. Anyway. I don't know what I was going to say, y'all. That piece of glitter completely distracted me. Like, is there lint in my freaking monomer? Like, is that what's happening here? Sorry, guys. I know I'm off camera. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let me shut my yap for a minute, guys, because I don't even remember what I was yapping about in the beginning. I know it was something about that second channel, but... Oh, I was saying... Hold on, though. I remember, but let me get my cuticles contained. Because we're about to be an impassable place if I don't. Okay, I think we're good. Ugh, I hate when that happens. I was not paying attention. I was yapping. And the acrylic set up a little bit more. It's not so bad when it sets up fast further down the nail. You know what I mean? But like when it sets up right by your cuticle and you still have like the shaping to do. I do remember what I was going to say though. So that's a plus. Almost there. Almost now. Boom. There we go. Okay. Then I just want to kind of run some monomer over this now because I can see some fudges. Looks like a little extra fuzzy. Sir, you can't live here. Sorry. There. See? I got it off. Okay. So, now that I have my ombres, I'm going to just let this chill for a minute. Let the pinky set up real quick. I'll start showing you some of the goodies I'm going to put on the nails. But yeah, so what I was saying was that I started becoming more aware of and more comfortable with my mental health and blah, 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 whatever falls into that journey. You know what I mean? When I heard other people talking about it and I heard experiences that sounded like mine and I saw people who've been through some of the same things I have, it made me more comfortable talking about it. And I feel like talking about it is a big part of, you know, healing. I feel like talking, and I know, you know, a lot of people, I'm not ready, but once you start getting it out, I'm telling you, you're going to feel so much better. And I've been getting it out. Oh, thank you, Zamaya. Yeah, we're going to add some stuff to them. I have a whole bunch of stuff to put on them. I was just yapping. You know how I do. Just over here bumping my mouth. But yeah, so I feel like it would be, you know, beneficial to me to have a place where I can be more open about it, you know. Not that I really care about being open about it on my nail page. It's just, you know what I mean? I want a space where I can speak freely. Okay. Right. Once you start talking about it, it helps so much. It's hard. It's hard to acknowledge that you're that person. It's hard to acknowledge these things about yourself that led you to these behaviors and, you know, these habits. And it's hard sometimes because for me, okay, so I got sober right when I found out I was pregnant with the baby. I'll be honest with you, okay? It is what it is. Moving on. it was the first couple years, I was so busy being mom to a newborn that being sober wasn't really affecting me. I was dealing with like the postpartum stuff. You know what I mean? So that was my main focus. And then once the postpartum stuff kind of started to even out, I realized that a lot of the things from my past were what were weighing me down. You know, it was realizing that my addiction, plural, were me coping with things that I didn't even want to admit happened. I didn't even want to admit I was going through. I didn't even want to admit I was feeling. You know what I mean? That those substances and those, you know, activities and all the things that come with that type of lifestyle were basically me denying that, you know, I had mental health issues. Ooh, what the heck? Oh, that hurt. Hold on. Ow. Bish, what was that? Ow. Oh my goodness. That hurt really bad. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got a big piece of acrylic stuck under my thumb and it hurt. You know what I mean? So it's hearing people talk about it, you know what I mean? It really helped me with that. And so that was a lot of the hardest stuff that I dealt with, you know, and now I'm talking about it and I'm getting, you know, getting it all out. Okay. That was the point of that. Let's get back to the nails. So that's why I want to do that little channel. Okay. So to go in these nails, all right, I have some bits and some bobs and some little bitsies and pieces. So basically I have it sectioned out into the green nails, the green nail. Yeah, the green nail, because I had less green stuff. So, the green nail, and then I have stuff for the yellow nails, and I have stuff for the orange nails. Okay. So these foils here are like the Aurora foils that come in like the little shapes. So that one has like an orange tint. This one has like a yellow tint. And then this is green. Yeah, you know what I mean? Benefit me, and, you know, if it could benefit other people. Now, again, I'm not saying that I've never been a horrible person. There's a lot of things that can be said about me. 1000% true. But, you know, you can't let those things dictate who you are for the rest of your life, especially if, you know that you're not that person. So, yeah, maybe I can help some people someday. All right, so this is what I got. This is what we're going to put in it. It's got some little... Oh, and so that's what's going to go in the nail. And I also got glitters to go with each color. So we got this really pretty green. It has a little bit more of like a gold iridescent shift in, not gold iridescent, but like it has more of like a lighter... You'll see it in the short. When I post the short, you'll see it. It has more of like a green iridescent. And then I have this orange glitter that's going to go with the orange. And then I have this yellow. So that's going to go with the yellow. Okay. So these are the goodies that we're going to be popping in these nails. Give me a moment to facilitate my dab pen. I have a medical license in my state, so please save it for your mama. And even if I didn't have a license, it's still none of your damn business. Save it for your mama. I think it's about to die, though. Okay. I was in your live or whoever's live it was, a panda. The way I cackled when you posted that in the comments was unruly. Completely unruly, unacceptable, uncalled for. All right, so we're going to go for the green one first. All right, and I'm going to use a little bit of clear acrylic to adhere my things with. Okay? And my daughter's sleeping, so again, I don't want to hear it, okay? Mind your business. And anything that you no, I don't want to hear it. Mind your business. Save it for your mama. No, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the joke was phenomenal. Okay, so for the green nail, I am going to do some bling as well. So I'm going to aim most of my nail art, not to the outside of the nail because I always end up taking it in. But, and I know that there's a divot there. It's not going to matter. I don't care. So I'm going to aim most of my nail art to like the outside of the nail, if that makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all the green pieces in here so I can kind of pick from them. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put those little iridescent pieces on. And I think I want one here. I want this one right here. And I'm going to take my time with these little pieces because if you don't wait for the acrylic to set up, the pieces will lift up off of the nail, you see? So you just got to wait for the acrylic to harden around the piece. And then you can go in with, you know, a little bit more wet acrylic. And make sure you put some over it so it stays down. You see how I'm just kind of holding it there for a second? Sometimes when you want to get creative, you got to be patient because the thing that you're trying to do is just against the laws of physics. You know what I mean? So, we got to fight physics with physics. Not that I'm like an expert in that, you guys, okay? I know like the bare minimum of everything. Okay. I think that's as good as we're going to get. I'm going to bend the next one because I don't want to deal with that sticking up again. So we're just going to grab this piece. Hey, nailed it. Thank you. How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Okay. And I'm going to put that other one right here, I think. Now I bent it, so hopefully it sticks a little bit better. Yeah, it'll stick a lot better. So there we go. That's an even better way to do it. But whatever, it's already on there, you know what I mean? Whatever. Oh no. Ah, so much hair. So much hair. Okay, so boom. We have our things. Again, I don't care if they get like filed into when I do the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used them. I bought them on Amazon on a whim. I got a gift card. You know. So I'm going to have jewels that are going to come down the middle, right? So I want to set up some frutas. We got a kiwi here. Okay. Boom. These little female slices drive me nuts too because like They're always way too thick. It would be different if they made them thinner. Like, the thin ones are fine to work with. Look, see, and now this one's like bending the opposite way. I don't know. There. It's stuck. And then I'm going to put a little right here. Please excuse my cat scratching in the box. I'm going to put a leaf here on this side, like that. Right? Okay, boom. And then, I'm so sorry if I miss anybody's comments. I have to concentrate or it's going to come out looking like caca. And I got to wear these. These are not pop off. So we don't got no time for no caca. Okay? And I'm going to put a pineapple right there. Bam. Okay. Shazam. All right, and now we're gonna do over here. I'm gonna do a kiwi right there, and then I think right here. I don't want to put nothing up that high because I know most of that's gonna come off my file. So, because I know myself. Oh, I know myself. Okay, hold on. I'd be like thinking I'm going to do one thing and then I do another and then... You know, I am going to put the pineapple there. Ew, I got a piece of acrylic stuck. Oh, no, I hate that. Ugh. And this is me a secret clear that I'm using, by the way. This is not... Oh, I waited too long. Look at that. Oh, wait. Be useful again. Okay, sorry. And I know I was off camera. I know. I'm sorry. Hey, listen. I need you to go on the nail, okay? Because I already finessed that acrylic bead real quick. Or maybe I won't. Okay, maybe I won't put the pineapple there. I don't think it... I'm over here like I can't, Hey, Skies, how are you? What? Cool yellow? Cool. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I wanted to do a complete fruit set, but I must have used the majority of, like, my fruit femos in, like, my early days, and I'm so sporadic with, like, when I do nails and my nail content that, like, I have so much older stuff that's just still sitting here waiting to be used just because I don't do nearly as much as some people or as often. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have a lot of stuff just chilling, waiting to be used. But let me finish putting maybe, like, one more leaf. One more leaf. I mean, I think that looks good. I think if I put anything else, I'm going to just end up filing off way too much. So... all right, we'll leave the green nail like that. I kind of like that, though. And we do have glitter as well. So, let's get a little scoopy scoop. Little scoopy scoop. Little scoopy scoop. Get a little scoopy scoop. Oh. Bam. I don't know why I did that in the main thing. I meant to completely do it here. But that's okay. That's okay. That is all right. That is a-okay. All right, so let's add a little bit of glitter here and there. I'm just gonna kind of paint a little bit of that clear on there. And wherever it sticks is where it sticks, right? I want some glittery ass nails. That's what I'm going for today. Glittery ass nails. And as soon as I finish putting the glitter on this nail, I am going to double check chat. I'm so sorry that I am not jabbing on like I normally do. But when I do acrylic, and especially like when I start to put stuff on the nail, I really need to focus. Otherwise, I lose, like my vision comes as I'm doing it. I hardly ever plan out where I'm going to put anything. Like I can't even tell you the last time I did that. So like once I start putting things on the nail, like that's when I'm figuring it all out and eyeballing it and doing all that. So like if I stop in the middle of it, we're going to lose it. We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it. I always tell everybody, wait, give me a minute. Let me finish doing what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. And, you know, most moms are not like that. But, hey, you know, most moms, if you're not like that, then I guess you don't got no ADHD. But I got to be able to focus in all things. Not just the things that other people need from me, you know. You got to find a happy medium. Okay, I'm really happy with that, though. And you can still see the green underneath. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. Thank you guys so much for the 13 likes. There's 11 of y'all still chilling in here with me. Yes, the squirrel thing. Like, for real. I am the squirrel. There's no squirrel in my brain. I am the squirrel, and I have abdicated my duty, okay? Absolutely abdicated my duty. All right, let's see what I missed real quick. I have a great heart. Listen, I do. I have a big heart. That's the problem. Okay, she just created a nail channel. I'm going to have to go follow you. Subscribe. Pretty. Thank you. Yep, exactly. Ew, hiccups. Let's see. Did you finish? Here watching. Okay. Yep. Those little plastic things. The sticker ones? Nope. I have not tried the sticker ones. Pineapple. Yeah. Okay. Please leave your DNA. Listen, be careful. There's some weirdos on this internet, okay? You can't just be out here asking people to leave their DNA, okay? Because there are some, like, who left you unsupervised with internet, bro? Like, who did this to us? All right, so here's what the green nail is looking like. Okay, I love it. I think it's chaotic, but I think that once it's encapsulated and filed, and I get... No, you're good, Lolly. I was making a joke. I had to. I thought of it. Okay, so for the yellow nail, excuse me, I have 2 yellow nails. So that was actually my thought, Sugar, was to cut this in half. So what I'm thinking, right, is, okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Where the frick are my scissors? Okay. What's that lady's name? Oh, I want a margarita real bad. What's her name? Yeah, we don't need that type of a deposit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta tell you guys a joke. So my friend shared something to me on Facebook the other day, and it was a reel of like a guy that walked into a sperm bank with no arms, and then like you being the only doctor on duty. Like, oh my goodness, I'd quit. Nope, don't even need it. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do kind of the same thing on the yellow nail that I'm gonna do on the orange nail, just in the small yellow nail that I'm gonna do on the large yellow nail, just in a smaller scale. So bend and snap. Yes, Stifler's mom. The goat. All right. So what I'm thinking is like, okay, so I'll do like a little flashy flash here. Sorry, I don't know. I think that's a nail lamp. Flashy flash here. And then for the bigger nail, and the cat hair, you know, it's whatever. Cat mom life. All right. And then we'll do like, yeah, they don't make movies like they used to. They really don't. They really don't. Okay. And then like we'll do this one like that, right? So that you just get like a little shimmer. But then hold on now, because now I have another idea. Hold on a moment. Wait a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm looking for something, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta do something real quick too. I forgot to do something earlier. So I'm gonna do it right now. Real quick before I forget. And then this goes too far and then I can't do it anymore. Alright, so give me 1 second. What's the other one? It's this one. Okay, I'm done that thing. Okay, but now I remembered that I have, there's more. But wait, there's more. Yeah, that's pretty much me. That's pretty much my brain all the time. It's just, oh, but wait, we have this, remember? Or like, oh, but wait, I just remember, or like, you know, oh, I suddenly thought of. So that's why I like try not to plan things out, because like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I'm just going to add like 15 extra things to it. Anyway, so I just get like the basic of what I want to do and try to keep it simple, because I know I'm going to make it complicated for myself later. I'm just looking real quick to see what I got in this drawer, because I got a lot of stuff in this drawer that I haven't used. So like, ew, it's dusty. Dusty. Like yo mama. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so what nail are we doing? Doing yellow, right? Yeah, we're doing yellow. No, not really. I don't really see nothing. Okay. Well, I just wanted to look. But I do have these other little, because if I'm going to do it to where, like I just said, I was going to do the little, the strip at the bottom. My accent. Oh my gosh, you should hear me when I'm mad. When I'm mad, there's no denying where I'm from. There's no denying where I'm from when I'm pissed off. Mm-mm. 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 No way. Sometimes I realize I don't, like I lose it sometimes, and then other times I'm like, whoa, dial it back. Dial it back. All right, so let's do the little one first before I lose my complete freaking track of mind. Okay, so we're going to do the little bit at the tip. Now I'm thinking maybe I'll do it like in the middle. Okay, let's see. We gotta do it this way. Whatever we do, we gotta do it this way. Okay, and then I just gotta kind of like, hold it. Oh, I guess I'm gonna do it in sections. So just let this side stick first. I organized my glitter into one of those things that everybody got off of Temu. I have like eight of those little containers left, because I just repotted all of my She Modern fine glitters back out of those little bottles, because I just don't have anywhere to put those little bottles that I like or is convenient for me. So in my mind, putting them into containers that don't suit the type of glitter that it is made more sense to me. You know, just some Katie things. Oh my gosh, why are you not sticking, bro? Listen, I don't got no patience for your type of decor, okay? So, okay. And then I have like this like yellowy blue kind of Mylar. I know, I'm a mess. It's okay. That's all right. We're going to wait for that. No, we're going to put the Mylar down first. And then we're going to put the fruit and hearts and shit and crap and stuff. Listen, Linda, right. Linda! Linda, listen! Linda! Oh my God, that little boy is so freaking cute. Man, let me tell you, having a daughter is absolutely amazing, but boys are so much fun when you're a mom. Like, boys are so much fun. So much fun. Ooh, that's a nice big piece right there. Save that. Okay, put a little bit on the bottom. I'm not trying to go crazy. I just wanted to add, like, you know, a little bit. Like, a little bit of this. Just so, because I put 2 pieces of the shiny on the green one. You know what I mean? So now, I'm trying to work with what I got. Because I don't want to use... I'm so stingy with, like, my nail stuff. Even though I don't do nails often enough to be that stingy. Like, it's crazy. It's like I ration everything. Every single thing. I am going to put, like, a big piece here, I think. If it'll stay. And then... Oh, excuse me. I need to take a sip of water, y'all. That's another thing. I always be forgetting that I need water. Apparently, that's like an ADHD thing. I never knew that. I thought I was just like... I didn't like water. But apparently, that's just something... Alright, you know what? We're going to take that little one off. I think that's okay, because it kind of gives like... You know what I mean? It's not like a uniform... When they wet the toilet seat. Oh no, my son potty trained very quickly. My son, overnight, it seemed like, honestly, from the time, yeah, I need to learn how to do the paper forms. From the time that we started potty training him to when he was actually potty trained, my son was actually like, I would say less than a week. I shit you not. Not perfectly. Of course, accidents always happen. But I'm telling you, it was like day and night. Like, one day he wasn't potty trained, and then the next he was. It was a miracle. Aria's been potty trained for a very long time, but she is lazy when it comes to going to the bathroom. And I'm like, girl, everything we have has a pause button. Anyway, kids, right? But she's learned. She has to go to school this year, so... All right, so let's do, since we're going to do a heart there, and I think like lemon. Okay, we're going to do a lemon right here. Okay, no, excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Bro. Went from ma'am to bro real fast. Okay, boom. I think that's a really good spot for that. All right, and then we're gonna do, let's see what we got. Okay, we do have a little half of one of those. So I'm gonna steal that little half. I'm gonna put that little half here. Dude, come on, don't play in my face. Okay, and then if I keep that right here, I can still see that little bit of glitter at the corner, right? You can still see that little shimmer right there. And then we can put, I want to at least put one heart. Are any of them like smaller? No, not really. Okay. So we'll put a heart right here. Oh, jeez. Why you gotta be such a pain in the ass? And then you're upside down. Like, okay. I kind of like that. Right? Looks good to me. And yes, my nails are always thick when I encapsulate, and I'm not gonna cry if like I lose the corner of the heart or like a corner of the fruit. That doesn't bother me. I kind of like that look. I'm a little weird, you know what I mean? It's okay. I like when things look a little off. So honestly, I really don't mind. So I think we just got to put a little bit of glitter. Freaking cat hair everywhere. Over here and over there. It is cat hair. Freaking cat. Okay, anyway. Alright, and then I'm just going to paint the clear acrylic on. Literally. And then just kind of start adding the glitter. The good thing about this yellow glitter is because the yellow lemon slices are so like light, I like this glitter because it doesn't it's not like opaque. Like the green glitter is iridescent, but it's like an opaque iridescent. You can see through these yellow glitter pieces, so they're gonna look better like on the fruit. Or like if it overlaps the fruit, you know what I mean? You're not losing nothing from the fruit. And I'm not going to put too much glitter on this nail anyway because I put a lot of foil between the two types, between the Mylar and the sticky things. Like not the sticky things, the plasticky things. And what were you saying, Sugar? There's sticker ones of like the aura strips. Is that what I saw you say in the chat? I'm going to scroll back in a minute, but like I said, once I get started organizing and placing the nail art, I got to be on it. Okay, I think that's perfect. Well, you know what? Let's fade that up a little bit. And then we'll fade it up. Oh, sticker ones. I never saw the sticker ones. I don't really be on like Temu or anything ever because I just can't. Can't do it all right now. Which sucks. Okay, boom. So, there's the first yellow nail. Okay, so we got the green and we got the yellow. All right, I need some agua. Agua. I'm so surprised that I have had peace in until 8 a.m. Okay. Let's do the other yellow one. Yeah, she's still sleeping. But that's because she's been up late. I got to get her out of the habit. We got to get back on a regular... Because she used to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Alright, so we're going to do this nail. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Not yet. I want to finish the yellow one. Alright, so... I think what I'm going to do with that Aurora piece is going that way. I'm going to put it over like this. Sorry guys, I'm coming back. Just like this. Oh no, I gotta do it in sections. The clear, between the Mia Secret clear and the monomer, it should be a pain in the butt. Alright, let's just hold it real quick. We're gonna have to do it like little bit by little bit. Yeah, but I gotta get her back on more of a early to rise schedule because I think kindergarten starts at like 8. I know the high schoolers started like 7:30. I think, if I'm remembering correctly from last year. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Why you gotta be so rude? I just need you to stay glued. Why you gotta be so rude? You're gonna have to stick anyway. Stick to the nail. Gotta stick anyway. Oh my goodness. My brush over it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, plastic baggie. That's true. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I got. In my immediate area. Sorry, delayed reaction. My bad. That was a cough from the dab I took 5 minutes ago. Don't ask me what happened there. All right, let's try to do this quick. I always forget this. And like that's the thing, like I've learned so many useful tricks and tips and I forget half the shit that I've learned. Like, true story. Absolutely obnoxious. And then I'll like remember it later on. You know what I mean? Or like after I've already done it and it's jacked up. Ha. Huzzah. That ended up way too straight across the middle. But whatever. It's stuck and it's staying stuck. I got acrylic on my damn finger. Ah. Okay. It was clear, so I didn't see it. I think I just heard Aria's footsteps, though. So beware. Beware. The terror soonest she comes. Yep, I'll forget. I'll forget to add stuff that I said I was gonna add, or I'll forget to do something that I said I was gonna do. It sucks. And like I do it a lot. Like I forget a lot of shit. I forget a lot of shit. Do 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 do. Aw, I'm happy to hear that. And you know, I've been doing this shit for a while and I'm still learning so much. You know what I mean? Okay, boom. It's on. I don't like the way I placed it. I meant it to go more diagonal, but whatever. I'm not going to fight with it, y'all. I'm not going to fight with it. I am going to add some more of that other mylar, though. Like here at the corner. That looks like a feather. Boop. And yes, I am picking up those pieces that are on the towel. I told y'all I'm cheap. I am cheap. Like, I have learned to stretch everything you can imagine. And it just sucks because like people now are just realizing that like people live like that, you know what I mean? And it's like it's kind of like a re-education for myself because like hadn't had to live like that for a while, and now like we're getting to the point where we're back to it, and it's just like, how did that happen? Like, how did this regression happen? Oh, it's gonna get better before you know, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Why does it have to get worse? You know? But hey, you know. It's insane how expensive everything is. And it's like, for me, the whole synthetic like meat and stuff is such like a catch-22, but it's not catch-22. It's so like a two-sided, you know what I mean? Because like I can see how if it goes horribly wrong, it could go horribly wrong. But at the same time, I feel like our resources are becoming so limited because we just keep breeding as a species. Like people just cannot stop having kids. It's what we do. That I feel like it might really be something that we should be looking into, because there's not going to be enough for everybody soon. Puerto Rico is rationing water, if you didn't know that. Do y'all know Puerto Rico is part of the United States? Isn't that insane? There goes my thing. Am I back? Am I back? Yep, we're not far behind at all, because let me tell you, my man works very hard and he makes really decent money. He makes good money. It would have been really good money a couple years ago that he makes now, but he makes pretty good money. And I'd be nervous sometimes, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yep. Yep. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But I think like we should be strongly considering, you know, if it can be done safely. I mean, I feel like we got enough people that are horrible people that are locked up in prisons and stuff that we could like test it out on them. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Okay, what do y'all think? Yeah. Listen, I'm not political, okay? I'm not political. I don't like none of them. None of them, okay? I'm not political. But I care about people. That's where I'm at. I care about people. And if there would be a solution to where everybody could just be good and we could share and figure shit out together, I would be all for that. I don't need to conquest nothing. Okay? I do not need to conquest nothing. I am not one of those. I just want to live and exist. And that's it. And everybody be good. And if we could just work together without all the weirdness. All right. Yeah, no, I totally understand. We barely, like just barely qualify for food stamps. Barely. And he works full time, overtime. So what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Because when Anders was little, before me and my man or my baby, I didn't qualify for nothing. Nothing. And I barely made, like I made all right money. But it just baffles my damn mind. I think that's really cute. What do you think? What do you think? I think that looks good. All right, so let me shut my yap. Again, I'm not political, okay? You won't hear nothing. I dislike people because who they are as people, okay? It's not because this one's that one, nothing else. But I care about people. So you will hear me, you know, talk about that type of stuff. Because something's got to give. Something. I still never posted my live on Facebook. Whoopsie. All right, so I'm going to put a heart there. And then I'm going to put I think I'm going to put a citrus here. This type of citrus here has like a little orange. I thought that would be cute to include a couple, you know, that had a little orange on them. Okay. I think I like that. I don't think I need another heart. Should I add one more lemon? What do you think? Should I add a lemon anywhere, or you think that's good? Because I'm also going to add glitter. What do you guys think? Right, exactly. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's my issue. You know what I mean? That's absolutely my issue, because what's crazy is that, okay, so when I first moved here and I didn't have the good job that I had before I had Aria, I still qualified working. And the amount that I got for just me and my son is the same amount that they gave my family in the beginning before he started making more money for the 4 of us. So, and there's not nearly as much food in this house. Even with the extra people. I'm not even talking about like the food don't last. I'm saying like we can afford to buy less in general with the same amount, basically, give or take, like I think it's like $6. Like, how does that make sense? Please explain that to me. Explain that to me. Like, I don't understand. And it's crazy because I worked my butt off for a very long time. Like, I messed around too, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that I wasn't, you know, doing nothing crazy with my money. But I worked very hard for a very long time, busted my ass. And, you know, I didn't really need nothing from nobody for a very long time. So it's crazy that, like, now that I do need it, it's like barely there. And it's crazy. So many people too. And it's literally like you don't even realize how many people you know get some type of benefit. You know what I mean? Some type of something from somewhere. You know what I mean? It's the stigma's got to end too, because everybody getting something from somewhere. Okay. You hurt yourself at work. Oh, you got workers' compensation. Don't play in my face. Okay. We all get help sometimes. I think that looks so good. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put, I just want everybody to be good. That's my point. Like, I'm not blaming not one side. Everybody let this happen. We should have been standing up for ourselves a long time before now. Okay. So, that's what I got for the yellow nail. I think that's good. Okay, boom. So we got the yellow nails done. Now we're going to do the orange. So for the orange, what I'm thinking is, okay, give me a second. Let me cook. Right. Yep. Insanity. Insanity, dude. Insanity. Yeah, we thought shit was sweet. We about to find out today. We're finding out exactly. I saw somebody posted something on Facebook, and it basically said to the effect of somebody had asked. Now, again, I'm not political, so when I say this, I don't like this person before now. Before, you know what I mean? I did not like this person before. It has nothing to do, well, someone had asked, put a post, oh, has what has Trump done better than any other president? Okay. Now, again, I'm not political. Okay. I dislike Trump for many other reasons than what is going on. I have not liked him since I was a kid. And I learned about the hotels or the golf course or something in Ireland where like he bought out all these people's homes and he forced all these people out of like their homes in Ireland so that he could build a golf course. Like there's a lot of things about this man that I don't think people realize. So my dislike for him has nothing to do with, with mostly does not have nothing to do with what's going on now. But, and the person said, shown us what the United States is really all about. And, if nothing else that's said about him is true, that most certainly is. That most certainly is. For better or worse, you know what I mean? It's pretty hard to ignore at this point. But he sure did. He sure did. See, I feel like I had a little bit of, and I feel like my generation has like a little bit of an advantage. Because my generation grew up with the internet. You know, my generation grew up with pretty much everybody had cable access. You know what I mean? My generation grew up with AOL 2.0. So my generation, I feel like had easier access to information that was not taught to us, like up front. You know what I mean? I feel like I learned a lot of the things that I've learned because my father used to watch a lot of like educational TV. My dad used to watch a lot of National Geographic. He used to watch like a lot of stuff like that, like This Old House, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. So growing up, I learned about a lot of things that I don't think a lot of, not a lot of other people, but unless you grew up watching, things that not a lot of other people did, I feel like a lot of people didn't learn as much as they could have, with what the access was to them at that time. Now, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has internet. Like, it's literally like, you know what I mean? It's so in your face. Everybody has Facebook. So. Because I've asked a lot of people about the golf course thing, and a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. But I remember specifically watching like a whole documentary about it when I was a child. So it's like, and that's not to say, oh, I'm smarter than you. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying I had access to that information when a lot of other kids my age probably didn't, because the household just wasn't watching that type of stuff, or you know what I mean? I must have forgot that I had to use this. I forgot I had to use this. I was yapping. Okay, so it's 8:25. I'm gonna let her sleep. I'm gonna let her sleep. She starts school the 20-something. The 20-something. So, all right, so boom. I got that down. Now I'm going to do this one too. I'm going to do this one the same way. If she does wake up, I will probably end the live. I will probably not try to multitask today. And if anything, I'll finish it on like a video later, or I do TikTok. But I'm very selective of what I interact with. So like I'm very selective about what I interact like. So I don't get a lot of things that I don't want on my feed. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people complain because random shit will come through their feed, but I'm like super, super, super selective about what like I even interact with. So I feel like I don't really have a hard time on TikTok, but I know a lot of people don't like TikTok for that reason, because there's just so many things that like you may not care for in your face. Oh, thank you, Skies. Well, I'm glad you were here for it. I know sometimes I can listen. You never know what you're gonna get here. Okay, I could be in a good. You never know what you're gonna get. I just be yapping. I don't even know what the hell I'm about to talk about. I'll be talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden my brain will completely shift gears, and I'll just start talking about a whole new thing and not even finish the conversation that I was having in the first place. And then I'll forget what the original subject was. And then I'll remember like 5 hours later. Yep. Yeah. I don't let let the kids or anything like that, for sure. My son has an Instagram, but that's just because most kids his age don't do Facebook anymore. And I have access to that, so. Yeah, I have Facebook. I'm an avid doom scroller. For sure. 1000%. And after I put this little thingy on here, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Listen to me yabber. Oh, here she come. Oh boy. I wish I could doom scroll on YouTube. It never happens. I don't know why. It's not like on purpose. It's so hard for me to watch YouTube these days. Here she comes. Here she comes. Yeah, I gotta go get my coffee. Hold on, because here she comes. The princess of poop. Hi, Stinky. Hi, beautiful. Good morning. I'm doing a live. You want to come hang out with me? Go potty first. Because you know you're going to have to go in a minute. Hey, don't do that. Stop. I'm trying to get my coffee. Hold on. I'm doing my nails. You want to see? Look. I got a lot of it done already. Oh, excuse me. You okay? Okay, go potty, baby.
You have to go.
So you can come sit and relax with me. While I finish my snails. I gotta finish my snails. Finish my snails. When you get out of the bathroom, do you want some of your favorite bread? I saved you some from yesterday. pretty sure she's gonna say yes. Sin, my handsome boy. Okay, here I go. Okay. Later. Oh, okay. Well, somebody remind me. Somebody. Oh no! I lost the thing about her when I grabbed her bread. I hope it's not on the bread. No, it's not on the bread. Or it must have been when I opened it because I didn't grab her food with that hand. So I don't know. Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll do it again. That's okay. Whatever. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Doing my nails, doing my nails. It is long overdue. I've been naked. I be jamming, bro. I get to hear all different types of music all day. Like, I literally hear everything. I hear Spanish music. I hear Haitian music. I hear rock. I hear rap. I hear everything. Because I live right next to a supermarket. And I live right next to like a main in-between for two towns. So I hear all types of music. I'll just be jamming. Like, I be having my own music on, but I don't play music a lot. I used to play music a lot. Music used to be... I've fallen so out of touch with music. I still be listening to the same stuff I listened to in high school. I swear, I literally, like, I don't know any of the new music. I don't know any, like, I don't know no new nothing. All right. It's a little chunkier than what I wanted there, but that's okay. All right, so anyway, let's just keep going right to it because now she awake. And I don't know how long the cooperation. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this. And do like a fancy. Hey, listen. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, music is not the same. You know? And it's like, I feel like a lot of the music, especially like, so I've always listened to like a mix of music. Like, I've never only, like, because, so my mom listened to like certain 80s metal and then country. And then my dad only listened, when I was a kid, I only remember my dad listening to rock or metal. Now, as an like older guy, he listens to country. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if he just secretly listened to country on the low and I just never knew it. Now, don't get me wrong. I like some country. The rest, the most of it, the majority of it, I can't stand. I can't stand. If I gotta hear Good Old Boy Back Road one more freaking time. One more time. We get it. You're a hick. I love me some country though. I love me some, like, I want to go somewhere. I've never been to like a true swamp. Okay. I love me some outdoors. I'm not trying to be, you know, I love me some backwoods. Some of the most fun parties I've ever been to. I'm talking about like the, you know, the type of country I'm talking about. You know the type of country. Like that Toby Keith. I can't get down with Toby Keith. You know what I mean? I can't get down with some Toby Keith. I can't. I can't. Chrome. Girls like chrome. No, sir. No. 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 See, I'm back. I could see myself being a swamp witch. Oh, yeah. You want to see him? Hold on. Look. Look what we got so far. Isn't that cool?
Can you use those on mine?
Can I do this on yours?
Yeah.
Possibly. Yes. You know what? Yes, because I saved the last kiwi slice. So, yes, I possibly can. We'll talk about that after.
You only need one kiwi slice?
I used 2 of them, but your nails are small. So you wouldn't even be able to fit half of a kiwi slice on one nail because it wouldn't look right. But what I could do is I could cut this kiwi slice into 4.
No, into 2.
No, into 4.
No, into 2.
Okay, let me show you what it would look like in 2. Okay, let's just do this now before. Okay, so boom, I'm gonna cut this lime into 2 pieces. Okay, people. Now you guys are my witnesses when I'm cut. This is 2 equal parts. Okay, just in case little Miss Stang over here decides to argue with me about the frickin' size of the slices, because Lord knows this girl like to argue, just like her damn mama. Boom. Now let me see one of your little nails.
I want like
A whole circle?
like all the same.
Okay, I don't have enough to do them all the same.
No, I mean one hand.
Oh, you want one hand all kiwi?
No, one kiwi thing, another like a different one.
Okay, so you want your nails like mine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Come on now. Please don't start messing around. I don't have time for all that, okay? Please. I have time for you to be here with me while I do this. Okay, I don't have time for you to be messing around with my stuff. Look, that's what I'm saying. So I could cut the kiwi in 2, right? And then we can still do a nail with a lemon, because look, I got 1 lemon slice left. So we can do the same thing, right, with the lemon. So I'm going to put all your little stuff right here, okay? Boom.
You have a lot of
Boom.
oranges though.
I have a lot of oranges because I haven't done the orange nails yet. And it's going to be a combination of, I think that's supposed to be, what do these little things look like? Not the fruit slices. That's supposed to be like a cantaloupe, right? I'm getting cantaloupe vibes from that. Unless there's some type of fruit from like some yummy tropical place that I don't know about that looks like that. But I'm assuming that's a cantaloupe, right?
Yeah, I think that's a cantaloupe.
I don't know what citrus and cantaloupe got to do with each other. But they're going on the same nail. So they friends today. It looks like a cantaloupe to me. But yeah, that's because I haven't done the orange ones yet. Okay. I just want to clip that a little bit more because I don't want the acrylic to a star fruit. Let me check. There's only 4 little dots though. Aren't star fruit and I'm not trying to be nitpicky. Absolutely not. Is that what one looks like? Girl, I honestly don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe if you cut it, like, the other way, right? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's some type of fruit. It's some type of fruit. I honestly couldn't say. I'm not sure. It's a fruit, okay? It's a fruit. All right, so I'm actually about to start the orange ones now. So you are here in perfect time. You didn't like it? I've never tried it. All right, so we got a whole lot of goodies here for this nail. So, oh wait, and then I wanted to do what?
Dragon fruit.
Hold on, there's something else I wanted to do. I think I wanted to add some of these. You feel like that shift matches? I feel like that's good for like the gold and the orange. I feel like it's complementary. What do y'all think? You like it? Okay. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna use that one just as filler because like I want real, but like I wanted to use stuff that like I could break down into teeny little pieces because I wanted the acrylic color to show through, you know. All right, so let's do the little one first. We'll put some over here. Yeah, here, you can come over here and watch. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, am I low? Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. It looked incredibly blue. Real quick. What do we got here? The big piece. But, okay, that's fine. This stuff breaks up pretty well. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I have ideas for another set. Okay, maybe this will not be my last summer set. Maybe I want to make acrylic press-ons for this hand. So I just had a stunning idea. Because that orange and that together, what? Easy with that, because you keep throwing that all over the place, and that goes on my lips. Ma'am. Oh no, I am. I'm ready for fall. Bring it, bring it. Bring it. Put a little bit here. Oh, I think that's pretty. And that's going to create like a nice little pocket here. Okay. All right, so let's do... this half in orange. Oh my gosh, they're so frustrating. And like when they're heavy female slices, it's almost impossible to pick them up. Like, get it together, female slice creators. Measure your, you know what I mean? I think I'm only gonna put one, because I'm really digging that Mylar. And I still want to add some glitter. So I think I'm only going to put one citrus. Oh, wait. No, that's right. Because I have these. That's what it was. And then I can use this. This has orange. So I'll use that as well, I think. Okay, cover the chapstick, please. Okay, maybe I'll use one of these cantaloupes. Cantaloupes. Oh, bye. Sorry. Yes, that's what happens to me. And now I'm going to forget the idea. Like, I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to remember it. I'm completely inspired in this moment right now. And I'm not going to remember it. You know what? I'm going to write it down. See? We grow. I don't know if I like that.
See?
I don't like that. Nope. Nope. I don't like that. Not one bit. Okay. So yeah, this one we're going to keep one slice. One slice on it. And then I'm going to cut the two remaining orangey citruses in half. And we're going to put, since the pinky's a thin nail anyway. So yeah, we're going to add some glitter here. Yeah, I don't like it. It doesn't match. Maybe in a different set. Okay, baby. Let me put... Oh, that's right. Here. Your favorite bread. I forgot. I grabbed it for you because I knew you were going to be hungry right away. And there's more, too.
More?
Yeah, there's more. I saved you like a whole thing of it. Okay?
That's big as heck.
That is big as heck. Yes. Careful with the mouth. Oh, wait, the glitter. I don't have the glitter ready. Wait. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be all chunky. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this chunk out of here. I forgot to get the freaking orange glitter ready, you guys. Oh, wait. I have those orange hearts, but they're all really big. Except maybe this one. It should be. Double check. I don't know, baby. I do not keep track of your tablet, baby. You were supposed to be doing that. Remember? We gotta start working on keeping track of things. I did just see it today, though, so... Okay, yeah, I like that. That looks better. No, I don't. I lied. I do not like that. Okay. Let me get the orange glitter. Oh, this one's like shiny, shiny. Now that I have like an extra heap of freaking clear acrylic in that one spot. I'll put a little here. I'm not going to put too much because I really like this Mylar and oh wait, I got to write down that idea. Hold on. Let me put a little bit more glitter. Some here. Underneath. Fruit a little bit. And give it like a little. Sorry guys. Like, are my hand wrinkles that bad that like that's what you're focusing on, dude? That's insane. YouTube! Thank you. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That little, just a quick little twinkle. All right, I'm gonna leave that one alone. We're gonna move right to the pinky. Oh wait, I need to cut. You're giving Simpson, yeah, give Simpson lots of love, okay? He needs it. Give him lots and lots and lots and lots of love. Okay? He's an old boy. He's a old boy. Above the orange. Yeah, let me see. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know what you were saying, honey. I'm sorry. Okay, that's enough. All right, so let's cut these citrus. Thank you for the 14 likes. There's 7 people chilling. You guys are awesome sauce. The awesomeists. All right, boom. We got 4 slices. Okay. Okay. All right. So, back to the Mylar, right? Boom. We got our brushy brush. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some here. That was way too dry. I waited way too long to put that down. Who, Simpson? Yeah, he's a very handsome boy. He's basically like a house tiger. Like his mannerisms, the way he walks, the way he stalks. He's just a big old freaking house tiger. He is such a stunning man. He sure is. I still didn't write that idea down. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Let me write down that idea. Okay, I wrote it down. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit here, but I don't want as much as like there, because I don't want to like fill up these spaces with just Mylar, because then I feel like that would be too format, I guess. I don't think it would look good. Because I'm not trying to make it like a particular design. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, so then we're gonna put our fruits. Yeah, I want one here, one big one here, and then I want one. Please don't move my chair, baby, please, especially not while I'm doing my nails, okay, honey? Please, that will drive me absolutely nuts. Oh my God, we'll be right. Oh my goodness. My mama crazy. All right, chill. Hey, come on now. Reel it in. You smell your own butt. Yeah, you stinky pinky. Blech. All right, enough. Stop. Not right now, baby. I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done for now. I'm probably going to end up capping off camera. And then I might do a live at some other point or record. Because I wanted to do nail art as well. Like just a little bit on top. So I had grabbed these 3 shades from Brii. I showed them off in the beginning. So these were the 3 shades that I was going to do. Okay, Lolly. Thank you so much for sticking it out and hanging. I appreciate you listening to all my ranting. But yeah, so I want to use those, I think that's enough.
Are you going to do mine?
Yes, after I'm not going to stop what I'm doing in the middle of what I'm doing. Hello.
I forgot.
Yeah. Patience.
Acrylic.
Patience.
God, it's acrylic.
Yeah, it's acrylic. I got to do yours with air polish. Air polish. With air dry polish.
So you wait for your nail to be long? Like this?
Oh, I made them long.
Oh.
Yeah, I built them with acrylic. Do. I think these came out so freaking cute. I am so happy with them. I am so happy with them. Thank you guys for hanging out while I made them. Don't forget, I got that discount code. So I earn like a small commission. I think it's the same percentage that like you get off. So, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know exactly how much it is, because I'm waiting until I have enough to place an order, and then I'm gonna. Hey, no, sorry, cat was scratching something. I'm gonna place an order. So if you want to help me get more Brii stuff, use my discount code, and I will earn money to buy more acrylic. Okay. I think this is as good as we're going to get. All right, guys. This is the last shot in the nails I'm going to show you today. Okay? Oh, and if she has a sale going on that's way better than my discount code, just use my link. And I will still get credit and you will save more money. All right. This is what we're looking like before I encapsulate. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. I got to get started with my day. All right. Thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate you for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the process, the conversation, the random ramblings. Please have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are.
Why are you doing acrylic nails? Why are you doing nails?
Why was I doing my nails?
Yeah.
Because, girl, it's been like a long time since I had nails, and they were looking raggedy. Anyway, say bye.
Bye.
As always, I just want to leave you guys with please be kind to yourself. Everything is a hot mess right now, okay? We are all a hot mess right now. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. And please try to be kind to others. There's so many people going through so many different things. Just try to be a little more aware of the fact that other people exist. And I hope that you enjoyed today's live. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Oh, no, what's going on?